I looked into it too. And what I should focus on is my double chin. And that's when we're going to say, welcome to Do It Like Danny. I'm going to tell a million stories. And maybe one will hit home and you'll be like, wow, that happened to me. And it's not about me. Well, it is. You know, television is a very, very crazy beast. I learned so much at Tyra. This is real emotion. This is something that I experienced.
I want the world to see what I have always seen, and that is the love that you have for just being yourself.
I love this person who knows who he is, who can make people laugh.
I think the script I gave you was a little bit different, but I'll take that.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm drinking at work because it's my show. I drink on my show. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Do It Like Danny. So today is March 24th. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. I'm just throwing shit out there. I want to say hello. We have some fun friends here today. Kat, who is off camera. But we'll say hello to her anyways because she's here and you might hear laughter and insanity. Thank you, Cousin Angelo, for inviting us into the Montecito Ranch. We love it here at the compound.
Uh-huh.
And, of course, Cousin Louie, who never says a word but laughs at everything.
That's true. That's 100% true.
That's his trademark.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm a laugh track.
You're no, he's the Ed McMahon to my Johnny Carson.
Oh, no. You know what? We should dress up as Ed McMahon and Johnny Carson.
Oh, my God. Who would you be?
love
Don
you.
Rickles. Oh, my God. You can tell all those dirty jokes, the most appropriate jokes ever in all of America.
I know you were saying you were going to say George Clooney, but Don Rickles came out, right?
Oh, George Clooney.
He has one little
Yeah,
all
you
of a sudden
actually-
he's George Clooney.
Oh!
We need to.
He's a
bleep
man now. He's a man. He's a man.
Speaking of experimenting,
We're on each other's throats now.
and now you're side by side with me. Can we just start again?
Oh my God!
So
Where is the Puerto Rican horn?
Don't worry, Angela, I'll bleep it.
Oh, off the top of my head, I can't come up with anything better.
Oh my God! Wow! It's a spicy,
We'll leave it at that.
spicy day.
Jeez.
Wow!
Louise.
If you haven't already, you should be liking, you should be following, and you should be subscribing.
They've turned off. They have no idea what we're talking
Oh, man,
about.
it's so good. If only people did.
Oh,
if only people knew the
Jesus.
behind
That's
the
not
scenes.
fair, though. We have to let them in on the
Someday,
behind the
someday.
scenes eventually at some point.
Oh,
Angelo.
for sure.
I'm just saying.
I'll let Louis go first.
Yeah, we'll go at the same
Just
time.
saying. Do you guys have any news today? Any good, fun, diddling ditties? I'm sure we'll touch on that later, literally.
I couldn't find anything to research for this week for topics.
Fuck, Louie. Just laugh then.
Okay.
What happened to your team of researchers, Louis?
I know, right?
There's a team behind this machine.
Darnella, she's on vacation.
She is. But
she's
she
on
does
vacation.
watch us. She commented the other day.
Yeah.
We'll see if she comments on that.
It's been a slow news week.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
has.
it's been a slow news
Very,
week.
very much.
I mean, outside of the Hurricane Helena,
Oh, I know that's been
wiping
terrible
out.
also too. But listen, global warming, Mother
Yeah.
Nature, she's angry.
she's coming for you, yeah.
She's coming for
So
everybody.
I do want to
No
give a
one's safe.
shout out to Park because she is being affected by that.
Oh, is
wow.
she really?
And she has yep. So she's getting the residual, but there's a river called the Nolichucky River that's overflowing.
Who?
Nolichucky River in Greene County,
I
Tennessee.
hate to laugh. This is
And
funny.
yeah, it is affecting them. So
Oh,
and she has
wow.
critters. She has a barn with horses and
Oh, wow.
llamas.
Yeah, that's not
Yep.
cool.
Where are we filming there? I love
There's
Tennessee.
no internet. She's lost electricity, internet.
Well, not now, but when she finally, puts the squirrels to use.
So all my best to Park. And be safe to
yeah,
everybody
all of our
out
best
there.
to
Yeah.
Park, who one day will be on the show.
Yeah. Yep.
So let it be said. So let
But
it be done.
how devastating. I mean, it is the storm that they say is once every 1,000 years.
Oh, wow.
Really?
I didn't know that.
don't
I didn't hear that
know.
much.
Like,
Yep.
I just think that glaciers are melting and shit's happening right now.
Our climate's
Yeah.
changing for sure.
It is. We
So-
should look busy.
And so if you think about it, 50 million people have been affected by this. That is as many people that watch the debate.
Oh wow.
Oh,
50
wow. Our
million.
debate?
I was gonna say we didn't see those numbers.
That's
We
our
did have
fan
some
base.
numbers, yeah. Well, they're not anymore because they're
They can't
underwater.
watch.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Well, that's crazy. I didn't realize that it affected that many people.
Yep.
That's a lot.
Yep.
Look at you, meteorologist Mary.
Austin clued me in because he's
Oh,
on
that's
top of the weather.
right. He was, and when's fall? Austin is your partner, and it is what is Cat. The at-home audience doesn't know that yet. But when was the first day of fall? It was.
I think I think it's just like a week ago.
Oh, so yeah, so we're already a week into fall, even
Yep.
though we're experiencing 90-degree temperatures.
Oh yeah, still no
lovely,
rain.
In lovely Montecito.
Well, we're in Palm Springs today. Let's just go. We're at my compound in Palm Springs.
Oh, it looks exactly the same. It's
Again.
the same layout. Interesting.
I have issues with change.
Keeps it all the same.
Clearly.
Yeah. So, Danny, what's new with you?
Nothing.
Because this is your show. Your name is written all
So, remember when I had my client, right?
over. Your sight impaired.
Yes. Okay, so here's what happened. So, in a nutshell, you know, and I had heard this before from a couple of people that were like, oh, what if she listens? What if she hears? Well, she heard a portion of it.
Uh-oh.
I don't think she heard the whole thing because I think she would have reacted differently. I'm not sure. Anyway, she lost her shit. So,
So she lost her shit over the episode that where you told everybody you quit.
correct.
Okay.
And a part of me wanted to be like, how do you know it was you?
So okay, back up a little bit.
Yeah.
When did she hear it? Do you know?
So that episode aired Tuesday, and I
Yeah.
think she listened to a portion of it on Wednesday. I think her friend forwarded to her.
Oh,
Which is
wow.
fine. I knew that was going to happen.
you did say that throughout the
I
whole
knew-
episode
I
that
knew
she would hear. it.
Listen, I knew it, but I never named her.
Yes, you didn't.
I didn't.
You didn't.
I didn't name her. It could be anybody.
But the clues were all there.
Absolutely. Blue's Clues. A clue.
Okay, so how did she approach you then?
Well, I had taken care of her in the morning.
Okay.
And then I went away to go do my things. And midway in the afternoon, I get a text message saying, wow, I just heard a part of your show. And I didn't know that you felt that way.
Okay.
It was very hurtful. I will no longer need you. I will give you 2 hours for today. And then that was it, right? And I was like, what about tonight? What about tonight? What about tonight? Like, what about tonight? I was waiting. What about tonight? Like double dutch.
Yeah,
Wait.
yeah.
What about tonight? What about tonight? And then I could see the bubbles of the iMessage moving, and I was like, here it comes. No whammies, no whammies, right? And there it comes. And I will not need you this evening.
Wow.
Yes.
So you're done.
I'm done.
Completely. Well,
Completely
congratulations.
done.
Weren't
Thank
you
you.
close to
Thank
your
you.
last day anyhow? I mean,
Yeah.
when was your
Correct.
last day
It was
gonna
only a
be?
few days. That was Wednesday, and I would have been done on a Monday.
Yeah.
And I'm not like.
Did she unsubscribe?
You
Oh,
know
I'm
what?
sure.
Actually, and I'm not even lying to you. I just see like one of the subscribers. And I go, oh, must have been a bot account.
We went from 10 to 9 subscribers.
It's okay. We'll get him back. Don't worry. Yeah. So, listen. I know that I'm super happy now, right?
She didn't see it coming though.
Okay, Angela, we got it.
She's not watching anymore anyhow, so we. Don't,
I mean,
it doesn't
let's
matter.
kind of address something. And I know that we're laughing because it is. I mean, listen.
Well, it's comedy. It's just
It
a
is
comedy.
yeah.
It's a comedy show. Come on, people.
I mean, listen, and also too, it's like, I thought about it because I was like, oh, that's so great because I would have had to have been with her another Monday, right? Like I was like, oh God, I was over it.
Yeah.
But I will say this: for the mere fact that she said in the text message, I didn't know you felt that way. It's like, well, of course, because I was professional up until the very fucking end.
Correct.
Yeah.
Again, I'm a gentleman and I'm kind. Yes, I said it on my show, but I think that I kind of had a right. Like, it wasn't like I did it for no reason.
Yeah, of course.
I did it because this was affecting me. And it's really funny because I love that she said she was hurt, but she forgets what she did to me.
Yeah, which
And
most of the
there's-
day they do.
Correct. And there's key points here that I kind of want to get across. Number one, we weren't friends.
No.
I think if we were friends, her and I, it probably would have been a very, very different story. I probably still would have been there, but we were not friends. She was a horrible boss because that's what she was. She was my boss, and she was horrible at it. Here they come. No.
She called the SWAT team. They're coming for us.
and I think if it gets back to her, because I'll never. There's so many levels to this, because even in the end, she still held those terrible little hours above my head.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, that's all you've got in your life?
Yeah.
That's all you've got. She couldn't say, hey, I didn't know that you felt that way. Before you leave, maybe
Let's talk.
let's have a conversation.
Correct, yeah.
She
could have benefited from
She
it.
could have
Like
benefited from it, right?
Like adults do.
Correct. But then you could argue and say, well, you kind of called her out on the show, right? But I wouldn't have done it if I didn't have a reason.
Yeah.
I don't just sit at home and be like, oh my God, how can I ponder my life? And then go on and spew this. I knew it was going to go to millions of people.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to go to the inner circle. But the one thing I guess that I wanted to make her know, and that was, and it sounds like a 5-year-old, but it's like, you did it first. Like, you attacked me first. And the mere fact that you didn't realize that you were a horrible boss, and she could say, listen, she got given me like a little, Botox, and she'd done things for me, but it just wasn't enough. And I don't mean to be tit for tat. What I mean is, I felt like she was throwing me a bone.
Yeah,
remember,
like dangling
I
a carrot.
referred to it like I was a slave. I really felt like, and it's horrible. I'm not trying to misappropriate slaves or anything, but if I, and that's a horrible thing because she didn't beat me. Although she did there's so many. It's interesting because it can be communicated in so many different ways, right?
Yeah.
And I want her, if she hears this, I gave her enough drama to last her probably a year, right? She's gonna go tell all her friends.
Oh, yeah.
He did this and that, and it's all on video, right? Make sure you like, follow, subscribe. And she's gonna tell all of them, and they're gonna go, "Oh my God!" Right? Because remember, I'm the villain in her story,
Correct.
which I'm okay with. But what she doesn't realize is, I don't do that for no reason.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell them what you did?
Yeah.
You did something too. If you don't realize that, then you're always going to be, and you're always going to have problems until you figure out you're burning bridges.
Oh, yeah.
Honey, you can see where she lives because the bridges are burning.
But you also brought that to everybody's attention in other episodes where you were talking about how she's just very unaware of
Very
the things
unaware.
that she does.
Very anywhere. And so, perfect example. I'm just going to end it here because I really don't want to revisit this again because it was like, let me tell you, after it happened and she said I didn't have to come back, I was like,
You're like, it worked.
And I gave her, she still got a full 2 weeks. And I looked on the website, and according to the IHSS, it doesn't say anywhere that you have to give a notice because people come in and people come out, right? I did everything on my side in terms of courtesy and professionalism, especially for the mere fact that she said, I didn't know you felt that way. But we weren't friends. If we were friends, I would have said, hey, friend, this is how you're treating me, right?
Yeah.
Just like but she was my boss. And you can't tell your boss when somebody employs you. They're not going to, especially, and she would never be receptive to feedback. For the mere fact, she proved it.
Yeah.
She proved it. And in fact, in the back of my mind, I knew once she heard, she was not going to continue me anymore because she's erratic like that.
Oh, yeah.
She's very dramatic. Everything is drama. Everything is an emergency. Everything is the sky is falling. Every single thing.
You also brought that to everybody's attention that it was going to eventually get back to her some way, shape, or form because she had people who listened.
But I didn't want to. There's also a part of me too that thought, oh, she's gonna want to have a conversation with me.
Oh,
she's
yeah,
gonna
well-
want to talk about it. Why did you say that? Why? Right? And it would have given us an opportunity to kind of open up
Hash it out,
dialogue
yeah.
and communication and be like, listen, you need to heal. You've got a lot of shit going on.
It's very victim mentality, though. Do you know that?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
She'll always play the victim
Yes.
mentality.
Yeah.
And I will say this until the day I die. You could have one leg, you could have diabetes, you can have whatever you want. If you're a jerk, you're a jerk.
Yeah. Yep.
Period. It doesn't matter what affliction you think you have or this victim-like mentality. And in the end, it resolved itself, sort of, if you will, right? What I will say, right, so that people can understand my position and my point of view, when she goes and she tells everybody her side of the story, I want her to remember when she made me walk the dog in triple degree heat. Okay? I would never make anybody do that myself. And when I asked her and said, it's hot out there, she literally said to me, pick the dog up, walk the dog across the concrete, put the dog on the grass or dirt or whatever. Then when you come again to more concrete, pick the dog up, walk the dog across. It's like,
That's wild.
what?
Yeah. Who's picking you up?
It was so hot.
Yeah,
Remember when it was
yeah,
It
so
was
hot?
116
outrageous.
degrees
Yeah,
here. It
it's
never gets
outrageous.
116.
Because she didn't want to have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think anybody should. It doesn't matter how much you get paid.
Yep.
It doesn't matter who you are. I don't think anybody should be exposed to that.
Yeah.
Personally. And you know what I did on the one of the days? I said, well, why don't you come with us? That was the shortest walk that we had ever been on.
Yeah. Well, I hope she's so bothered by this that she just has to show every one of her friends the show.
The episode. And they all go, well, he's making some valid
The
points.
numbers go up. She's like, you just got to watch and see what he
Yeah.
said. And
Yeah.
then before we know it, we have 500 views.
Yeah.
Good idea.
So-
But can we
that's
be
the
honest?
I quit episode.
Can we be honest, though? You were very respectful in that episode, and you made sure of that the entire time. You even
really-
said, look, I'm not trying to fight. I'm not trying to start anything. I'm trying to be as respectful as possible. But you also had to tell your side of the story.
And the reason why I brought up the last story of the triple degree heat, right, and walking the dog and having to pick up, I want people to understand that is some of the mentality and that is some of the problem solving that she would present to me. And in my mind, I'm like, I wouldn't make my own mother walk anything in the triple degree heat, a lizard, let alone, why would I put my mom through that? But that's how she was. She just treated me like I was at her disposal. And you could argue and say, well, you were getting paid. It's not worth $13 an hour.
Yeah.
That's not worth it, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
So it's over. It's done with. I'm excited. I only have to get paid now. And I have a really funny suspicion that
You're not going to.
I'm not going to.
Well, she submits the hours?
No,
Is that-
I submit them, and so
she has to approve them.
I'm all correct, just to approve them. So, and also too, she owes me gas money for Monday, Tuesday, and partially Wednesday.
I'd be
right?
honest with you, you probably should let that one go.
Yeah.
That's the one you should let
And
go.
I don't want to be tit for tat. It's like I still drove your ass all around. Like,
But yeah, and there was some stuff revealed about her stepmother or brother and how they're getting hours as well.
Oh, yeah.
So she's got to be very
So,
careful with how she handles these things.
yeah, and then
Right?
someone said I should report her, but I'm like,
Yeah.
it's not that. I don't.
No,
I want to walk
it's not
away.
that
Yeah,
serious.
no.
I want to
Yeah.
walk
Right.
away
Yep.
from it. I don't ever want to
You want
return to it. I don't want to.
clean-
And then us, we have mutual friends, and so they were like, "What happened?" And I said, "It's all in the episode."
Yeah.
I said, and you guys should still go get massages. I'm not trying to kill her business.
Right.
I'm trying to kill her ego.
Yeah.
So that she can realize that there are a lot of people that wanted to help her, and there were a lot of people that did help her.
And she took it for granted.
And I don't know if she took it for granted. She just didn't, and she doesn't value the people that she is surrounded with.
Yeah.
And especially, I came into your life she groomed me to do the split shift thing, which was illegal.
Yeah.
She groomed me to do all these different things, and I was like, okay, I'm helping her. I really wanted to help. I
Yeah.
really did.
Yeah.
And you know what? I can honestly say that even though that I said this on the show, I still know deep in my heart, because I'm a gentleman and I'm kind, that I left her better than when I first found her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay? She didn't do that for me.
Right.
So, with that being said, that chapter is closed.
They're washed.
It was working while it was working, and it was no longer working.
We're going to ban the book.
And that's it. So that's my update. I had a little update I was kind of saving from you guys.
What you don't know, though, is Louis starts Monday with her.
I took over. Okay, so now that it's over, because you didn't tell anybody in this whole entire time, we thought you were working. What have you been doing this whole week?
Well, I kind of just was able to breathe.
Oh, wow.
I did my little, ride share thing, and I was having a good time, and I learned to appreciate it a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that was the lesson, because I'm also thinking too, I'm like, what lesson? I mean, do I need to be more humble? Like, I mean, for fuck's sakes, like, I don't know what I didn't know what lessons. Whenever you come into particular situations,
There's always a lesson, yeah.
there's a lesson. There's something to learn, right? What was I supposed to learn?
Well, I think you kind of did learn it because you touched up on that. I mean, you said, I probably would have stayed there for another year, but part of that lesson was you realized it's not working and I got to step away.
Correct. I began to value myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I realized also too, after talking to my mom, she's like, you spend a lot of time putting, effort into people and helping them make money.
Yeah.
You need to start putting effort into yourself so that you can begin to make money.
But you also touched on this earlier before we started filming. There are emotional vampires out there.
Oh, yeah.
And, you can't be drained
Yeah.
and sacrificed for the sake of somebody else. You just can't.
And she drained me.
Yeah.
I was tired.
Yep.
I was tired. I mean, you work 6 days a week. Yes, every now and then I'd have an afternoon or a morning, or she'd have time off. It was okay if she had time off, but God forbid I asked for
Too many Mondays.
Too many Mondays, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
it's a problem.
Right.
And it's like, but really at the end of the day, it's not a problem because you're going to be okay.
Yeah.
And she'll be okay through this. I'm pretty sure she went and cried to all her friends.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure they're like, oh, we'll help you. We'll help you. It gave her what she needed.
Yep.
She needed more help,
Yeah.
right? She needs a lot of help.
Oh, yeah.
A team. It takes a village.
It takes a village.
So the interesting thing, in retrospect and going back and watching the show, because I occasionally do that.
You do, huh? The numbers don't show that. Wouldn't have guessed.
You gave her, 3.5 weeks notice, just shy of a month.
Yeah.
In California, you're only required to give a 2 weeks notice
2 weeks,
anyhow.
Well,
So-
actually, but I'm sorry, I
no,
interrupted you. Go ahead.
no. I mean, so that was outrageous that she expected more. But I know you said earlier there's no expectation for you could quit the next day.
Yeah, you could.
I mean,
quit the
anybody
next day.
could, right?
Anybody could. And the other part of it too, but that was it. She always wanted more.
Yeah.
More and more and more. And even after,
Did
I
we get
had
the trip or the slap in?
no. You're saying you want me to beat it?
No wonder she let you go. I forgot you were making those jokes. She heard those.
Yeah, you have to watch. Well,
Yes, Kat, you have to watch. We don't reveal after the fact. You have to go and watch. Episode, I quit. Yeah.
No, you resigned.
I resigned. She just didn't.
it's her loss. At the end of the day, it's her loss.
Yeah.
And sadly, people like that just exhaust and go through people endlessly.
Yeah.
So, you're better off for just walking away. And you know what? Yes, no, that wasn't the best circumstances for you to end with her, like having her watch the show or listen to the show and then, it be revealed what you've shared. But this is also your platform and your life, and the things that are happening in your life have value and are important too. And you're entitled just as much as she is to share what works and doesn't work. And, so she got wind of it.
Yeah.
So be it.
And
You know?
that is the end of that chapter.
So if you see smoke, that is a book burning. So
What's next?
it opens up.
Yeah.
It opens up whatever's meant to be next.
Correct. And so
Right?
now I'm just, I don't want to be like one of those people that's like, oh, my energy, my auras are open.
My stars aligning.
I'm like, oh, my auras. Oh, my auras. You mean that's areola? My rocks are charging in the moon.
I have sage. I'm gonna smudge you.
Yeah. Smudge me. Like the sign of the
Yes.
Easter. Oh my God. I definitely need to put more work into the show. I mean, I have just been kind of like I've been just like I never wanted to like push people and be like, watch my show, right? I wanted
Watch the
people
show,
to-
Cat.
I wanted people to find it and then be like, actually, he's crazy. I want to see more
He is crazy.
Yeah.
of his insanity.
Yep.
Or they would be like, "You're just not funny," which we've had one person say, right? Which is like, it blocked him from everything.
Jurgen.
He was on like,
Your dad. Jurgen is your dad.
no, this one guy I met, and it was crazy. And he's just like, "You're just not very funny." And I'm like, "Yeah, but you take like 8 different depression medications."
Oh.
So nothing is funny to that
And I'm
guy.
not making fun of people with depression, but he literally was on like he couldn't eat certain things because he was on so many different types of depression medication, which I didn't even know there was that many.
That sounds like a fucking nightmare, just to be honest with you.
So when he said to me, he's like, "You're just not funny," I was like, "Okay, block. Bye-bye." And yeah, so now, I have a date coming up next week, which I probably would have never been able to go on.
Yeah, they cancel.
At least on a Monday you wouldn't have.
Thank you.
So who's hosting, you or him?
No, it's actually a
Oh,
Disney date.
Oh.
Yeah, and listen, I've already put up my defense borders and said, listen, we're friends, we're friends. I don't expect anything.
Yeah.
But of course, in true form, it's like, he was married. He has a 14-year-old son.
Ah, you love the
I
love
don't
the husband.
love. That's just like the energy. And so I'm not like, I also haven't heard his story. So I don't know how it came to be. I don't know if the kid's adopted. Like I don't. Again, I didn't ask any of those questions because I want to wait till we're in a
On a
setting where I
ride
can
in
actually.
Disneyland.
He's the sexy
the
mistress.
teacups.
He's always the sexy mistress. How does he get to that energy aura, bro?
Well,
I weigh 900 pounds. How am I the sexy mistress? I can't. For fuck's sake.
I'm more impressed with Cousin Louie using the language. Are you hosting? Who's hosting?
Hey, I've learned a lot in 3 years.
I mean, how many episodes has season 2 been?
Check your Grinder account and let's see if his phone goes off.
Angelo every week, just fingers crossed.
Angelo,
I skipped a few weeks.
Angelo wants to induct you into the Gay Hall of Fame so bad. Red Rover.
Just come over already.
Bend over. You can edit that out. Louis has.
I'm leaving it in.
Poor Louis. I mean, we drag you to gay events. Oh my god. I put you through hell.
I'm very versed nowadays.
Well, but you've talked about revamping the show and going into the 3rd season. So
Yes.
that's
eventually
exciting. And,
we will go down at some point after
Somewhere.
episode 1422. And we want to create a little set, and I want to bring real people on. You know,
and don't take that going down personal.
I won't.
That wasn't directed at you, Louis.
And now the reveal.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Daniel ran out of memory.
And that's the end of the show.
Kat, can you
Is
hand me
Darnella
that?
here?
Oh God.
Is she here in
Yeah.
spirit? This show has gone off the rails.
Is it too early for?
Where is Darnella? Oh my God.
Is it too early for Halloween?
Darnella? Darnella's here.
We had to bring the energy
this show,
back.
Let me tell you, Ozzy
God.
Osbourne. Yeah.
This
You
is
said
gonna,
you didn't have a lot of topics.
Oh my God,
You got to figure it
clearly.
out.
this is going to end up on the cutting room floor. I have a feeling. Well, we have no show for next week, people.
Oh
Talk
my
10
God,
minutes
oh my
on these
God.
bad edits. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, that's so
Yeah.
funny. Wow, I thought I was the drama. Am I the drama? I'm not the drama. These two are the drama today. It's the Do It Like drama show. Yeah.
It's all in
my
good fun.
God.
It is.
It's
It is.
all
I
in
love
good
doing
fun.
Wow. People are gonna be like, what just happened? Why are there so many jokes that we can't hear about? I'm like, you will
One day.
because we're gonna be going on a pay service, and when we go to the pay service, it's not going to be $1 million, okay? But it's going to be a pay service, and we are going to be able to divulge all these special little secrets.
yeah.
Even Kat has secrets.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. You're going to want to hear about them. It's
And by the
great.
way, Monty is a fan of Louis.
Oh.
Don't know why, but all right. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I got to pay for Pepper's cataract surgery somehow.
Oh my God.
So like, subscribe, share, and donate.
And here's the GoFundMe for
Yeah,
Pepper.
yeah, for
She's
Pepper.
72 years old in dog years.
She's 109 in dog years. She's got the beaties. She's got fibromyalgia. She has neuropathy. And Cousin Angela wants to sink another, you know, 50K into her to get her a new knee, which makes no sense at all whatsoever. Because the dog is laying comfortably over there. Oh, and she's going blind.
She's in the
too.
pool. She's in the pool.
She's also going blind. God bless the dog. I mean, listen, she's a wonderful dog.
Oh, man.
But she's going to be okay.
Yep.
Sans operation.
Okay,
Speaking
so
of
what else has
operations-
been new with you?
No, so listen, I had a really great week. I was able to like refocus, do like a little sage burning, and then I haven't seen you again.
Oh.
And so
Is he avoiding you?
Actually, I was saging the other night, and he's like,
That's why.
he's like, what are you putting out here? This is terrible. And like, close the door.
As you see the demons
Yeah.
coming out from away from him.
Yeah, he goes, what are you cooking? I go, it's actually not, it's sage. Oh, he was like so angry by it. I'm like,
That's so good.
There's the clue. I'm inhaling it. And he's like sputtering in the corner.
It didn't work. He's still there.
Yeah, right. Well, actually, I haven't seen him though.
Oh.
She's been busy.
That's a
She's
good
also
thing.
been hoeing a lot too. So he's been coming home. And this is how I know he's gonna be a hoe, because he'll shower, which you know he does like once a day.
That's just hell.
That's a good thing.
What?
Showering before you
Oh yeah, well
before
for
you
them.
host or go to a hoster.
But it's always funny because he has like a little backpack. His backpack is like so small, and like I didn't know, oh, she's gonna be a hoe. So he tries to be secretive about it, but I know what's going on.
Oh, you're
And then-
Nancy Drew. Come
Oh,
on.
totally, right? I can smell it on him. I'm like, oh, he's gonna be a hoe. So he came home. I don't know. It was like 11:30, and he went to the room and he was very quiet and he was playing on his computer doing whatever. And then he got really quiet and I go, oh, he's looking for sex, right? As what he normally does. I mean, that's his goal. He wants to stoop every chubby person in the entire world. That really is his goal.
Yeah.
He's working hard, very hard.
At least he has a goal.
Oh, yeah.
True. Right.
He's still young, right?
It's gonna fall off one of these days.
God.
So I'm like, you know, doing my stuff. I'm like, had done some dishes and what have you, and all of a sudden I see him. He goes to the shower, and I'm like, oh, okay, she's getting ready.
Yeah.
She's getting ready, and he's quick, right? No long showers, in, out, and then I could hear him putting stuff together, and then he goes, oh, he comes around the corner and I can see him in the kitchen. He goes, oh, hey, Rumi. And I go, oh, you're going to go be a hoe? And he goes, oh, I have to go do some laundry. And like, yeah, sure, you need to go wash something, right? So I just laugh because he tries to hide it, and I have no idea why he tries to hide it. But he's been doing that a lot the past 2 weeks. So I think one of his little boyfriends, they're all his boyfriends.
Yeah.
One of his little boyfriends, either one was away or one came into town because he didn't come home. Well, he would come home, but he didn't sleep there for like a couple of nights. And then he would come home because he works very early in the morning, like at 6, and he would come home, get his uniform, whatever, and then he would take off. And I'm just like laughing. I'm like,
There's a uniform?
yeah, for one of his jobs.
not for hoeing.
No,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
for
For one of his jobs, for both of his jobs, he has uniforms. Now that I think about it, but yeah. So that's kind of it. I wish I had more. I don't have anything really exciting. Do I have any good shout outs? You know, Terry, as always, thank you, Terry, for always responding and for, you know, defending us or not. And then George also, too. He's also a very, very active member, which is great. And I do love that.
Is Terry the one you went to high school with? Is that the one?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I have to admit, that it's kind of nice to read some of those. On your last show about you quitting, I mean, there were some sympathetic responses and
Yeah.
comments.
Oh, my God.
And that's really, I guess, a testament to people actually watching and listening and caring.
Well,
Well,
that
also,
and they
too-
can, they can relate.
And-
Well,
or
at
can
least I
relate.
told the story well enough where they could, because you know, if I feel like if I hadn't told the story well enough, I think people would have been like, "Well, you're an asshole for doing that,"
Or you're
right?
complaining.
Yeah, it would have come off a little
Yeah,
bit different. And I really wanted it to be respectful, and it's kind of hard when you have this like public forum, but it happened to me. And I think that right there validates itself.
Yeah.
Well, there
you
was
know?
one person who couldn't see your point of view,
Oh, really?
and she fired you.
Oh, yeah.
He thought it was a comment.
But just, you know, I had quit first. Okay. I had quit.
Listen, now that my dog can't see, I am not making fun of non-sighted people.
Oh, my God.
So when I
Fine.
say those things, it's, yeah.
We'll give her a little stick and she'll be fine.
Okay, back to it.
All right. So, well, I know that today was a shit show of a show, but it was funny. I mean, there are lots of little hidden secrets that will be revealed soon. And
Never.
soon, as in soon. That was for you, Darnella. But what I can say is tomorrow is a special little episode. So today is Do It Like Danny, and tomorrow is also Do It Like Danny, but tomorrow is more like a field trip, if you will. I tried to be straight with my gay cousin, and I went to a baseball game. So I'm hoping that you will enjoy it as much as I did. I had a fantastic time with my cousin Art and little Louie. He'll always be little Louie. I don't know why I always say that.
Because it's just
Louie.
part of what the family does.
I'm not sure if you can hear, though, Oprah is currently flying overhead. We get
She's
a lot
trying
of
to
that.
land
She's trying to
on the
land.
helipad in the
Well,
back.
because her and Kamala were doing something.
Ah,
They've been very busy.
okay.
Yes, Oprah has been very busy. But I think that's it. And we have more political stuff coming out because remember, I never was political and now I am. So.
What is it?
What?
What specifically is coming up?
The debate.
The debate.
Are we doing the VP?
I don't know if we're going to do the VP.
Or is there going to be
one.
another debate?
No, it's the VP.
That's it,
It's
yeah.
the VP.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But I'm sure we'll have many more updates with politics because Trump has been getting fact checked and Kamala's been getting kicked out. No, not Kamala. Who got kicked out?
JD Vance.
Oh,
JD
yeah.
Vance.
Yeah.
Maybe the last show for the season should be on election night.
And why? Because then.
Well, I guess you wouldn't get the results until midnight.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I'm in bed by 10.
Yes, you are. It's past your bedtime now.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm going to bed as soon as you leave.
But it's daylight.
Somewhere it's midnight.
So with all that being said, I hope that you guys enjoy your week, enjoyed our insane laughter, all of our insanity. I know, Darnella, I know. And
Yes, we know you listen. Maybe. I still don't think she watches.
Oh, poor Darnell.
I think she like skims through it.
Yeah.
She takes notes.
Yeah.
So she can. She
Very
like,
Dana-ish, where Dana listens to it on 1.25
Oh yeah, Dana
seconds.
listens until like fucking 10 seconds ahead. It's like, I'm like, how can you get all of the nuances and the
Ay, ay,
laughter
ay.
and the fun? And I guess we're boring. Who
Yeah,
knew?
Who knew?
Well, with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy tomorrow because it's never promised.
Yeah. Jeez. So I'm glad we're leaving on an up note.
And just remember to always do it like Danny.